Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about Elon Musk just announced that SpaceX might go bankrupt. Before starting this video, like this video and subscribe. Running a large company in a competitive economy can be challenging at times, since there is always the risk of losing money, clients, or going bankrupt. Elon Musk, the billionaire, appears to be in the same boat. Musk claimed on Twitter that SpaceX needs to develop a large number of next-generation Starship engines shortly in order to continue expanding its Starlink broadband constellation and, eventually, stay in business. If a major global recession dried up capital availability/liquidity while SpaceX was losing billions on Starlink and Starship, then bankruptcy, although unlikely, is not impossible, Musk said on Twitter. The message appears to be in response to a leaked email sent by the billionaire to his workers during the U.S. Thanksgiving vacation. Musk requested all hands on deck in the letter. Within the company, there was a production crisis, according to the email. In 2022, SpaceX plans to launch a Starship prototype into space. If we can't have enough dependable Raptors produced, we won't be able to fly Starship, which means we won't be able to fly Starlink satellite V2. The email, obtained first by Space Explored, states, Satellite V1 is financially weak on its own, but V2 is strong. Musk cautioned in the email that if SpaceX does not accomplish a Starship flying rate of at least once every 2 weeks next year, the company could face real risk of bankruptcy. According to its chief executive, SpaceX, the high-flying launch firm that just months ago broke a $100 billion valuation, could be in serious financial difficulties. Elon Musk, SpaceX's founder and CEO, said in an email to employees that the firm faces a real risk of bankruptcy if it can't fly Starship, the company's largest launch vehicle presently in development, once every 2 weeks in the following year, according to Space Explored. SpaceX is having trouble producing its Raptor engine, which Musk referred to as a crisis in an email to his employees. As we've probed deeper into the difficulties following the departure of past senior management, they've sadly shown out to be substantially more serious than was previously disclosed, Musk wrote in the email. It's impossible to sugarcoat this. The business won't be able to fly Starship, or the projects it was supposed to launch, including the Starlink version 2.0 satellite, a larger version of its first Starlink broadband satellites, if it doesn't have enough reliable engines, Musk said. The Starlink V1 satellites are financially weak, according to Musk, who previously indicated that the company lost $1,000 per subscriber in the process of developing its user terminals. Musk merely replied, "It's getting repaired," when queried about the Raptor engine's production pace by a Twitter user. An impending production hiccup for Elon Musk's aerospace company could spell catastrophe. Musk claimed in a recent company-wide email that SpaceX could risk bankruptcy if it can't ramp up engine output. Musk also called some employees back to work on SpaceX's Raptor engine line during the Thanksgiving weekend, describing the situation as crisis. Raptor engines are a type of full-flow stage combustion cycle rocket engine developed by SpaceX for use in its Starship launch vehicles. The Raptor manufacturing situation is considerably worse than it appeared a few weeks ago, Musk said in the email, which was obtained by The Verge, a technology website. Musk is the CEO of both SpaceX and Tesla. Musk, who now lives in Texas, claimed SpaceX could go bankrupt if it fails to meet the tight launch timeline for its next-generation Starship rocket, which is meant to transport both cargo and people. The rockets are also expected to be important in the launch of the company's Starlink satellites. If we don't accomplish a Starship flying rate of at least once every 2 weeks next year, Musk added, we face a true risk of bankruptcy. To recover from what is, quite plainly, a calamity, we need all hands on deck. The likelihood of the California-based corporation filing for bankruptcy is unknown. In recent months, SpaceX has been valued at $100 billion, and Musk stated last month that the company hopes to conduct its maiden orbital voyage early next year. Musk said bankruptcy is unlikely for SpaceX, but not impossible, in a tweet this week in response to media stories. If a major global recession dries up capital availability/liquidity while SpaceX continues to lose billions on Starlink and Starship, then bankruptcy, while unlikely, is not plausible, Musk wrote. He also mentioned companies GM and Chrysler, both of which declared bankruptcy during the recession in 2009, and quoted industrialist Andrew Grove, who said, "Only the paranoid survive." Nonetheless, SpaceX will need to ramp up manufacturing dramatically if it is to meet its goal of orbital missions in January or February. The business has been testing rocket prototypes in South Texas and has completed successful short flights, but each rocket prototype could require at least 39 Raptor engines to reach space. Musk stated last week that the situation was all hands on deck, and that employees should come in unless they had pressing family concerns or were unable to physically return to SpaceX's headquarters in Hawthorne, California. The billionaire also revealed that he had planned to take the weekend off, which he described as his first in a long time, but that he would instead be working. SpaceX has been seeking to increase rocket engine production, including the construction of a new manufacturing facility in Texas, where the business already has a large presence in several regions. Will Heltzley, former senior vice president of propulsion, was one of numerous executives that left SpaceX in recent months. Heltzley reportedly quit after being removed from Raptor development due to a lack of progress, according to CNBC. In recent weeks, SpaceX Vice President of Mission and Launch Operations Lee Rosen and Senior Director of Mission and Launch Operations Ricky Lim have left the firm. Musk claimed that as he probed deeper into the production challenges, it became evident that they were significantly worse than they appeared a few weeks ago, and that they have sadly turned out to be far more severe than was reported following the departure of previous senior management. It's impossible to sugarcoat this. Texas, which already has numerous SpaceX facilities, might play an important role in resolving the manufacturing challenges. Musk announced on Twitter in July that SpaceX would begin construction on a rocket engine facility in McGregor, Texas, near Waco. The facility will construct Raptor 2 engines, and will be the aerospace company's second rocket engine manufacturing plant, though it is uncertain when production would begin. Musk indicated at the time that the new plant will build 800 to 1,000 rocket engines per year, or 2 to 4 engines per day, which he called very high production by big rocket engine standards. He went on to say that this would make it the world's highest capacity and most advanced rocket engine manufacturing. Musk stated that the plant will be near McGregor due to challenges in South Texas, but did not elaborate. In McGregor, the business also has a testing facility for research and development of new rocket engines and thrusters, as well as final engine and component testing. SpaceX maintains a Starbase operations center near Boca Chica, roughly 20 miles east of Brownsville, in deep South Texas. A production facility and a launch site are located on the land, where the business tests its Starship rocket prototypes. Musk, who relocated to Texas in 2020, has also stated that his current primary residence is a tiny house near the SpaceX campus in Boca Chica. SpaceX looks to have ambitions for expansion in Austin as well. The Aerospace Corporation announced in March that it was breaking ground on a new, state-of-the-art production facility when it advertised job openings for engineers in Austin. If the SpaceX plant in Austin is built, it will join a growing list of Musk-led businesses with a presence in Central Texas. Since at least 2020, Musk has relocated numerous of his firms to the area, the most notable of which is Tesla's $1.1 billion manufacturing facility currently under construction in southern Travis County. Musk also stated in October that Tesla would relocate its corporate headquarters to Austin. Musk's other businesses have been quietly expanding in the area, including the Boring Company, a tunneling and infrastructure company with sites in Pflugerville and Bastrop, a possible Neuralink office, and the Musk Foundation's headquarters. This isn't the first time Musk has expressed anxiety about his company's finances to his staff. In 2018, Musk said that Tesla was on the verge of going bankrupt due to Model 3 production issues. Tesla has subsequently recovered, and the firm is currently worth $1 trillion. Hey people, if you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and press the notification bell before you go. If you want to watch more videos like this, you can click above to see more of our channel.